Hi, Rob Beasley here. How you doing? Hope you're okay. Just wanted to talk to you today about Antonio Conte and why he could already be a lame duck manager at Chelsea. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's outrageous. He's only been in the job since July. Give the guy a chance. And I'm not being outrageous for the sake of it. I'm not being controversial for the sake of it. There is precedent for this. And we are talking about Chelsea Football Club, owned by ruthless Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich. So let's consider the facts. Let's look at the managers he's had already and how he's treated them, how he's hired them and how he's fired them. First up, of course, was Claudio Ranieri, the Tinker Man. He was inherited rather than hired, but he was fired very unceremoniously after just one season under Abramovich. A season in which he finished second to the Invincibles of Arsenal and reached the semi-finals of the Champions League, which was pretty uncharted territory for Chelsea back in those days. Next up, Jose Mourinho, the special one. What did he do? He won the league in his very first season and in Chelsea's centenary season, 2005. And what's more, he repeated the feat the second season. In 3 full seasons at the club, he won 6 trophies. 2 Premier League titles, 2 Carling Cups, the FA Cup and the Community Shield. But early in the 4th season, he was gone. By mutual consent, apparently. After a fallout with, that's it, Roman Abramovich. Avram Grant was next up, and he actually got Chelsea to the Champions League final in 2008 in Moscow. And if it hadn't rained, and if John Terry hadn't slipped when he was taking that fateful final penalty, who knows what might have happened. But he did slip, and he did miss, and Chelsea lost, and Avram Grant lost his job less than a year after taking over from Mourinho. Big Phil Scolari was next, a man with a big reputation, a World Cup winner no less. Surely he was the man to take Chelsea back to the heights of the game. No, don't count on it. He started in July, he was gone by February. Gus Hiddink came in next. He won the FA Cup. He got Chelsea to the Champions League semi-final. But not enough. Once again, Roman said, on your bike, let's look for another manager. He found a very good manager, Carlo Ancelotti. Great guy, great coach, great success at Chelsea. He did the double in his first season, the Premier League and the FA Cup. Absolutely brilliant. The second season wasn't anywhere near as good. Carlo was toast. He was gone, sacked in a corridor at Everton. So it was arrivederci to Ancelotti and hello and welcome to Andre Villas-Boas, a disciple of Jose Mourinho no less. It didn't do him a lot of good. He arrived in June 2011. He was gone by the following March. Another one ruthlessly cut down within their opening season. Finally came one of our own, Roberto Di Matteo, a legend as a player, a winner as a player, and now given the chance to do the same as manager. And guess what? He won the FA Cup. Guess what? He won the Champions League. The Champions League that night in Munich in 2012. We beat them in their own backyard in front of their own fans in their own city. Chelsea, champions of Europe. Next season, he'd gone by Christmas. Yeah, Robbie was gone. Worse. At Chelsea? Benitez? Are you serious? Sadly, it was true. He won the Europa League, not good enough. Hated by the fans, derided by the press, booted out by Abramovich. He shouldn't have been there in the first place, Roman. He shouldn't have crossed the threshold. Jose came back, the special one, the greatest manager in the history of Chelsea Football Club was returning. We won the league again, his third Premier League title success at Chelsea in 5 seasons. We won it at a canter. We finished 8 points clear. Everybody was talking about this Chelsea team of Mourinho dominating for years to come. The next season, he was gone by Christmas. Mourinho gone for a second time, he won't come back for a third. And Gus Hiddink back for a second time as interim manager. He sort of steadied the ship, we finished mid-table. And this, a squad that had been so dominant the season before. What had happened to them? If we can sack Big Phil Scolari in his debut season, if we can sack Andre Villas-Boas in his debut season, why not Conte? If we can sack Carlo Ancelotti a year after he did the double, if we can sack Jose Mourinho for winning 3 Premier League titles and other trophies in 5 full seasons at the club, then why not Antonio Conte? Basically, if you don't win the league at Chelsea, you get the boot. And do you seriously think Chelsea are going to win the league this season? I don't think so. So what do you think the future holds for Conte then?